Alright everyone, it's time for a little bit of a motivational video, so to speak here. And actually, it's funny because the other day I was just putting up soundproofing panels in my room. Not for any real reason other than I'm insomniac. So if there's no, like the cat is whining or whatever, it has nothing to do with my recording or anything like that. I just wanted soundproofing in my bedroom. And I'm going to be putting some in here for recording. I'm going to have like a space out in the garage maybe that I put some panels up on just to increase my acoustic capabilities there. Although I may do it just to the bedroom closet in my room. Like this is my office. My bedroom is a totally different room. But I was thinking when I was sort of cleaning up about like the decor that I like half the stuff that's in there I want to get rid of and shit. Basically, I like very spartan, very spare decor. I like to have a few things that are nice as opposed to having a bunch of shit. Like I know a lot of people, their idea of good decorating is piles of crap. It's like, oh, I need more clothes, I need more shoes, I need more books, whatever. I hate that. I think it's the least attractive thing that you can possibly do is to live a cluttered lifestyle like that. I hate it. Like, you know, you go to someone's house and it's all cluttered or something. I can't deal with that. Like, especially within my workspace. For my professional work, it has to remain as uncluttered as possible. Even having, like, a limited amount of decor like I have here is, like, the only reason that I have it is because those things matter. For instance, the office desk. I need it to record. The computer. Yeah, I obviously need that. That's how I do my fucking work. I need the lighting and you know, the things that are behind me, these have meaning. These are things I want to show off to the world, things that people who like my work have sent me, things that I've earned, you know, awards and stuff. And that's sort of what I have. Like, you know, people have sent me this stuff because they like the content. Especially like my Ouroboros. It was painted by a friend who does a lot of really good art. I think she did a Ricky Berwick painting and stuff like that. She's done it, I think, Malnu and some others. And stuff like that on commission or sends things to people, and it's really cool. But generally speaking, I like to live an uncluttered existence. I have way too much stuff like as it is. Like I've still got like a couple of shelves of shit downstairs. I just want to literally take it all. I want to have somebody come in and haul it off and not even sort through it and just get rid of it. Like I would have basically nothing as far as decor. The only exception, the only thing that can be kind of messy is like a bookshelf. Okay, it's okay to have books, lots of books. But you gotta take care of them and, you know, dust them once in a while. Otherwise they get kind of weird if you got cats around. It's especially a difficulty. Like even having a bunch of cats around, just having to deal with dust and dander and shit. Even houseplants, I love having like a little miniature jungle in here, but you know, the plants get a little unruly and I just want to basically throw them out the window into a fire or something sometimes. But I can't do that because, you know, it feels like I can breathe more if I have a bunch of plants around me. I just like nature. Trust me, during a bleak winter, all I want is to have my own fucking home greenhouse with a jacuzzi in it. A plan for the future, maybe. I want it to be double steamy. I want it to be so humid you can barely fucking breathe, and then I want to have one of those sodium vapor lamps, like the natural spectrum lights that feel like the sun. I want to have one of them mounted above, and I just turn that on and pretend it's a sunny day. Be the middle of the night, I don't even give a fuck. The plants love it. I can garden, I can have like crops all winter, it'd be great. But then I was thinking, when I was thinking about sort of the decor that I like, I sort of apply that to my personal life too. You know, even like talking to people, like, you know, giving interviews and chats and stuff. I've become more selective. Like for a while I was basically, I'd say yes to anything. Like, oh, you want me to come on your 10-person podcast? Okay, I'll come on. And I do have fun doing that. I'm not knocking anyone for having a small audience. But over time I realized, like, it's just difficult for me. You know, I'm also antisocial on some level, so that becomes a problem too. But I like to keep things more organized. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm spurged out a little bit or something like that, in all honesty. But like in my personal life, I'd rather have a few people that I get along with a lot than have a bunch of like acquaintances. Like some people, their idea of like friends is they have like 20, 30 people that they sporadically hang around with. I can't do that. It's just exhausting. I like to keep things less cluttered, in all honesty, than that. Have like 2 or 3 people that I'm talking to, and that's it. It's very, very difficult to do the social thing. It's even more difficult when it becomes too cluttered. And so what I've realized is that what's best in life is to keep things extremely simple. Again, the only difference would be like in gardening. That's okay that if that's cluttered with rocks and bricks and shit and plants here and there. That's okay as long as it's not cluttered with inorganic stuff. That's the other thing that drives me crazy. Plastic or anything like that in my garden. Can't deal with it. I don't even use those little labels anymore. I just try to memorize what the fuck the plant is or where I planted things. I won't even use that anymore. Processed lumber, metal even is. I'd rather have like a nice wooden fence around my garden, but you know, it costs a little more. You have to have it installed or whatever. Take more time than chicken wire. Yeah. So yeah, I would say unclutter things, and you can become happier. It's like I think a lot of people, they clutter things up because they have a feeling of emotional void, and this can work on multiple levels. Like, hoarding would work this way. Like, their parent dies, and all of a sudden they start just randomly bringing trash into their house and until it's floor to ceiling. Seen homes like that. It's pretty bad. I even consider this desk to be cluttered. There aren't that many things on it. It's mostly empty space. I consider it cluttered. Like, I managed, by the way, it was funny. I had a pop filter, the side story here. I had a pop filter, like the one I needed for this microphone that I'm using now. Had it all along, it was in the drawer. I ended up ordering a new one. And then a couple days later, yeah, it was here the whole time. I forgot that I had it still. I thought I had thrown it out. So basically, I won't need one when I get the next microphone. I'm going to do away with the Blue Yetis because the AT is better in every fundamental way. It just costs like $10 more. Who fucking cares? I want higher audio quality. I want to clamp one in my recording area and literally have this computer sitting there so I don't have to move it ever, so I'll never trip over it and destroy it like I accidentally did the Alienware. By the way, likely unboxing today or tomorrow. It's scheduled for delivery by the end of today, which was funny because the initial update said May 7th. And I'm like, what the fuck? I ordered it express. Like, it should be here on the 1st or 29th, like it said. Now it's back to coming today. So, I don't know. I mean, I can't go anywhere because it has to be signed for, the package. You got a laptop that's worth as much as some cars. Yeah, I'm going to go on a shopping spree. I'll be back in a few hours. Maybe you've delivered the behemoth. Be funny. But no, it's like, I don't like clutter in any way. I don't like clutter physically around me. I don't like a cluttered personal life. I don't like a cluttered professional life. That's why it became difficult. That's why I stopped uploading to DTube. It's too much. There are too many things. Now I've got someone that I'm working with, and hopefully, I'll be able to manage some things on the side. We'll figure things out. It'll be better, like a better, more efficient professional life. It's to the point where you have to have somebody help you out with things. And then that's, one more person that I'm socializing with. That's why I only have, like, the number of friends I have I can count on one hand, essentially. Yeah, I don't have many of what you would consider classically defined as friends. And by the way, it doesn't have to be like, a close distance sort of thing. It can be long distance. That's not what I'm talking about. Just like people that you talk to more regularly, that conversation flows easily with, and that you have sort of a connection with that goes beyond just, oh, hi, hi, then bye. Something like that. I don't like clutter at all. Yeah, basically, if I could redecorate this room any way I wanted, I would pretty much remove everything except for what's here for my work and like the bookshelf, and I guess a plant area on the side. But it wouldn't be the same way that it currently is. I consider it to be a little bit cluttered already, and this room is, by most accounts, relatively clean. That's about all. Peace out.